and immediately queue into a blood deck, which makes me happy to have selected Dreaming Fox as my champion. What's going on, Mitman? Team doesn't have a 2 in it, but it's pretty reasonable. I don't love mulliganing against the blood deck, so I think we're going to keep it. They mulligan, sign me up. Hey, Aaron, I'm doing alright. Still more than a little bit sick from the kids, but we'll make do. That is the perfect draw. Sign me up. That's us. So this Consult the Talon has triple mobilize, so we can exhaust troops to make it cheaper to draw extra cards, and this makes the second body when it comes into play, so we'll be able to consult on 3 here, potentially. It actually means we'd have to discard a card, though, so maybe we're waiting a turn. We'll play this out and see what happens. They could have, like, a cheap shot or something like there, too. Worth noting here that my opponent cheap shotted the wrong troop here. When the Depth Crawler gets generated with the Dreadling gem on it, just like the Warpsteel Shardsworn, unless they're about to kill this Depth Crawler as well, you really want to make sure that you kill the Depth Crawler first, because the Depth Crawler counts as a venom towards the Tribunal Magistrate. We are, in fact, playing Empress without playing this. Alright, so mono consults. I could activate this Depth Crawler and then consult off of the Dreadlings, but I don't really want to do that. Empress isn't particularly good in this matchup anyway, so I'm just going to go ahead and run her out. I'm going to attack with this. I want to make sure when I draw cards with these consults, I'm not going to have to discard them. They like hero fall this, we're not particularly sad about it. There, they're all gone. Alright, that's actually a fantastic draw. So let's play this, and then consult to draw 3 cards. So let's go ahead and do that. Found a resource, and then pass the turn back here. There we go. Being on the draw list game kind of sucks. It means my opponent's going to be able to From the Ashes us on the 3rd turn. Or on their 6th turn before we can really get a good attack in. No. No, I don't like the Extended Dark cards. Alright, another Tribunal Magistrate. So I think I'm just playing Skittering Cultivator here. And then I'm going to go ahead and Consult the Talons again. So that way this gets demobilized next turn. Hit another resource. So I could Copycat things here. I've got more than enough Dreadling generation. I'm just gonna hit this and attack. There's a good chance we just get From the Ashes next turn, so if that happens, I just want to like have spent my resources efficiently here, basically. Get the most out of these troops. There you go. Alright, so you can play this Tribunal Magistrate out. And I can double Copycat this, and then I have a Shroud to help protect it, hopefully. They have another From the Ashes, we're going to be in a little bit of trouble here. I think I'm just supposed to move in on this turn. Get to gas up here. Play a resource out yet. I think I'm just going to hold up double Shroud here. Because if we get to like play this Warpsteel next time, we can potentially kill them. So if they don't have another From the Ashes, they're in a lot of trouble here. If they do have another From the Ashes, we're at least like putting 6 eggs in their deck. I guess we kind of care about that, but not really. This means they don't have a From the Ashes here, which is fantastic for us. Another Treacherous Pass. That's pretty decent as well, actually. So we can go ahead and play this out. And then... I think I probably should have let on Arcane Focus here, honestly. 10 out of 10 taking that. Yeah, I'm just going to go pass into pass here. Leave a Shroud up. No reason to attack here. Yeah, bud. Bride of the Damned. Yeah, there's my 13-1 spider. There's another Bride of the Damned, sure. You want some Cheerios? So these are probably killing my Warpsteels. My Warpsteel, my Death Crawler. So they probably have to kill this spider, right? Yeah, they probably have to kill this spider. Am I okay with this? I kind of want to protect this, right? So I can protect one of my guys here. I feel like they don't have a rock cast. They had a rock cast that might have led on it. Think we save the Venom? Yeah, that seems reasonable. I guess I should, if I'm saving the Venom, I should do this first, and then I can Shroud because this readies it. Wow, he has a Strangle. Okay, sure. And they don't have their 5th blood threshold. Nice dual shard deck. This takes power off a bunch of those. This takes power off of it. No, not quite yet, but eventually. Yeah, I mean, I guess I just play this, right? And then, like, go Dreadlings attack. That did not get Dreadling creation on it. It's really unfortunate. So let's just do this. Let's just do this. And then, yeah, ship. Alrighty. Yep, pass the turn. And like even what these are diligencing into won't really matter because I'm about to get this other Treacherous Pass activated, which will put minus power on all their idiots. There's just like every time they play a card, they're just putting infinite spiders into their deck. Yeah, I mean at this point I'm putting all of these in front of here, right? And then before damage happens here, let's go ahead and exhaust these so all their guys get minus 1 power. So I take 1, they gain 1, and I eat that. Do they draw from the ashes? Nope. Alright, look at that. We get to draw 2 cards here. This is so much better than just making crappy thresholds. This is so much better than making crappy thresholds. So this was a variation of this deck that we tested for the CCS. That ended up not quite being good enough. It's just like, it's literally just the Empress deck with, Dreaming Fox as the champion. And like, Shroud's in the main. But like, it's funny at least. Your opponent was intimidated and left the match. Alright, deal. That being said, I'm looking at this deck list now, and I'm realizing there's no Verdict of the Ancient Kings on the board, which is probably a mistake. Is it a mistake? Is it? Unsure. I guess I have these Denies. These Transmogrifades. Do I want a Verdict in here? Maybe not. Maybe I'm just fine with Denies and getting them dead. Yeah, it's probably true. Yeah, there's a lot of sweet things you can do with the knot. You can also, like, Shroud to ready your thing that makes dreadlings. We are not dirtling, Burgle. We are empressing people, actually. Not that my champion chose it, but we are empressing people. Yeah, that seems probably fine. It's a little slow on the draw, but this is definitely one of the matchups where, like, not being able to Empress lock till turn 5 is going to hurt us. Perfect. Am I playing this? I feel like I'm playing this. Weird. Okay, so not a Crusader deck. What a perfect draw. Love to play 2-1-2. The idea is just like turn 5 Cat and turn 5 Empress Lock are very similar to turn 4. That's the idea on paper, at least. This deck ended up not being quite good enough for what we wanted to do for the CCS. Like, obviously, we ended up playing the control deck in the CCS instead of playing this, but, like, this deck's fine, and, like, the Empress deck does fun things, and I like running people over. Like, Dreaming Fox lets me draw extra cards, so, like, let's do it. Bill's got a couple of cute things like Shrouds in the main, too. I don't know if that's right or wrong, but that's what we're doing. Yep, can't block. And see, like, if we were playing Empress, like, looks like we're gonna die here, right? Like, they've just got, like, infinite aggro, and, like, if we were playing Uzu here, like, this change I've made is not free. If we were playing Uzu here, my opponent would not be readying with any of these troops. And, like, they'd probably just be locked out of the game when I play the second Empress. Instead, I have to play this Commander P.R.O.M.P.T and, like, hope we can block and don't get Lasgar's Vengeance next turn. I mean, like, our blocks are reasonable if they don't have Lasgar's Vengeance. We get to go like, oh, that's rude. Should I taking the Commander P.R.O.M.P.T away? Yep. Probably chumping at this point. I guess we're going like, oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. Yep. Just dead. So if we were playing Uzu here, we would have won this game almost certainly. Like, these guys wouldn't have readied. They'd have gotten to Lasgar's Vengeance us down to 8, but then, like, we would have just, like, played another Empress next turn. Like, being on the play also would have been a good play that game. Commander P.R.O.M.P.T is excellent against Lasgar's Vengeance. This is probably not a matchup where Shroud is good. Treacherous Pass is probably medium minus. Transmogrifade seems reasonable. Do this. Seems fine. Really, you think so, Jacob Jeffrey? Uzu feels betrayed. I mean, Uzu would have gotten us there that game. She definitely would have. In what world do I want 4 consults? The world where I have troops and I like to draw cards. So one of the things I learned when we were playing this deck a lot for the CCS was that I spent a lot of time playing this deck for the CCS. I really thought this is what we were going to play. And then, like, Ali posted his Zorath deck, or Varanus posted the Zorath deck, and Ali posted the Renner deck, and she's like, well, this is all going to crap, and we can't play this in a world full of, like, mono blood decks. But, like, one of the things I really learned was that Consult adds a lot of consistency to this deck. Like, seeing, you want to see a Consult every single game. Like, seeing those extra cards lets you do the same thing over and over and over again. Scapegoat. Alright. Knock it, Dreadling. Sad day. Block. Every time you block the escape code, it returns to my opponent's hand. Let's go ahead and play Tribunal Magistrate here, pass the turn. This unfortunately does not line up particularly well against Mama Yeti. So Lasgar's costs 5 right now. Something you want to keep track of. And again here, like, if we were on Uzu, they'd be locked at this point. Actually not going to be able to block this turn. I think it's worth just playing the Consult here. Alright, I mean, if we don't get Lasgar this turn, we get to play Commander P.R.O.M.P.T, which gives us some Lasgar's installation. And like we get to Copycat this Empress. See if we get to Kree Banishing here or not. Blocks. There's the Empress. Get on Focus, see what we get here. Another Consult. Sign me up. Yep, so let's play this. Let's Copycat this Tribunal Magistrate. Yeah, like our life total is super high. I'm gonna Consult here, tapping all of these, I think. Pretty good chance we draw a troop to play that costs 1, 2, or 3. Or 0. This is the real one, right? You don't want to make that mistake. You don't want a Tribunal Magistrate. You don't want to Copycat the wrong one. I guess I could... Yeah, let's do that, actually. Enter combat. Let's ready this and then attack with it. Get in our 3 points of damage. Go, go, go! I guess I could have saved that to, like, block this, because they're probably going to champ power this dork. I guess I could just transmog this and not take the damage from it anymore. Doesn't seem completely unreasonable. Yeah. Baby Yeti, sure. Transmog this now in case it turns into a polymer pouch. It did. Like so. Take my 1. Lasgar's Vengeance not even particularly good here against our board. Get an Arcane Focus. This dork bigger. Ooh, the Illusion of Choice. That being said, 7th Shard. Gonna draw some cards next turn. Yes, we hear you. You're very loud. Now they can Polyberry Pouch my Commander P.R.O.M.P.T here. Which is fine. Not blocking with the Commander P.R.O.M.P.T. I'm just gonna take the 1 here, actually. If I block with P.R.O.M.P.T, they get to kill P.R.O.M.P.T with Lasgar's Vengeance. And if I block with Tribunal Magistrate, they could... Okay. Sure. Alright, draw some cards here. Make my Depth Crawler larger. Oh, Empress. I even want to play the Empress out. I don't think I do. I guess it technically puts lethal on the table, right? Oh, they don't have a second Ruby for Lasgar. That's probably what's going on with their hand. Derp. I was wondering, like, why we haven't gotten... Why things aren't happening like what they possibly have. They don't have a second Ruby. Are you dead? Bride's Fall, sure. My Empress is dead. Ding. Rays are done. Bum 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 dun 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 dun. Do I want Dingles on the draw? I might want Dingles on the draw. It's fair. Do one of these. Yeah, right? It's just like mono 4-ofs, basically. I'm just gonna do that. That sounds fine. Nothing impressive, but fine. Just like focus into Skittering Cultivator here. Non-standard shard. We don't have basic shard rogue. And yep, send me up. Whoa, no play on there either. That sounds great for me. Rides fall. That's pretty good. Need some more Cheerios? Look, I want to use the proper verbiage in the games that are good, right? Like, alright, so we bricked on a shard here. I think that means I want to play the coin and play this so act Commander P.R.O.M.P.T next turn. It is marginally worse when they have Mama Yeti next turn, though. Because then I can't transmog. I feel like they have to have a Mama Yeti here, right? They just like haven't been doing anything. Heart of Ember, sure. That's a fantastic draw. I really like drawing 3 cards for 1 resource. I love that Hex is a game that can make that balanced, right? Just like, who doesn't want to draw 3 cards for 1 resource? Uh-oh. What are the Zoomies getting into over there? Some pretty crazy stuff, it sounds like. Alright, and I mean, like, next turn we're just like, Tribunal Magistrate, Shard, pop this, attack with 4 giant Dreadlings. I suppose we could also Empress, but like, I feel like we're just supposed to get them dead. Yeah, sure, you got a thing. Shoot down this one, probably. Yep. Smart. Opponent identified the correct one. This does mean my Skittering Cultivator can't attack in profitably, which kind of sucks. Alright, I'm playing this for sure. I think it's just Tribunal Magistrate here. So I play Tribunal Magistrate. These are 3-power Dorkos. I already played my Shard, so it's definitely not Empress. I think it's just Tribunal Magistrate. Activate this. And then, like, crack you for 9 here. I suppose I can attack with these 2, like, trading this for 4 points of damage. That's completely unreasonable. And, like, next turn, if this generates, yeah, I kind of like this, actually. Next turn, if this generates a Venom that makes Dreadlings as well, we can just probably kill them. I want to dodge a 3rd Heart of Embers here. And Decree of Banishing, sure. They can Valor and kill this. Attack for 7, down to 16. You can play Empress and lock them, and then we're only 2 away from this. Sure. It's a little greedy. So now, what am I doing here? The question becomes, do I want to play Empress and lock this? So they've attacked twice now. So that means if they have a shard, they could... Yeah, I think I'm just going to go Commander P.R.O.M.P.T into Warpsteel Shardsworn here. Attack with this, because he's trade now. That's really unfortunate. Alright, so this was much worse against removal. Clearly. Pretty unfortunate. Hopefully we hit a shard next turn so we can go Empress, Shard, Commander P.R.O.M.P.T. I guess that's not a Pridefall that's killing my Empress of Ice now, which is nice. I know they have a Valor in hand, so they're probably going to Valor and shoot this, I'd assume. Yep. Yep. Attack for 7, down to 12. That's pretty good. Come on. Shard. Non-slow Shard. Sapphire Shard. Sapphire Shard! That's an Arcane Focus. Right. Am I taking that or am I taking this? It's a tough call. I think I'm taking the Consult here. I guess I can play this. Yeah, I kind of like that, actually. Try and dodge last turns here for a turn cycle. That dodge Pridefall. We've got a removal too here. They have a lot of stuff here that could get us. Don't slaughter me, opponent. Sure, it's a good draw. Means they don't have the last guards though, which is great for us also. They're gonna shoot this now though, which kind of sucks. Weird. Alright, let's draw another Empress ideally. Brick City, you say? I guess I get to play this on defense. Opponent's build is interesting. Fox costs us game 1 though, for sure. Losing the coin flip and Fox combination of the two is too much. Yeah, we're dead here. That's unfortunate. McMama Yeti. Yes, it's pretty good. We just need to draw a shard in our first 3 draws to get to Consult on 3. Yeah, I mean, like, that game was close and, like, the opponent hit 5 shards and never drew another one, right? They didn't have the Lasgar's Vengeance, though. Not sure I made any mistakes in any of those games. I think we're just a little bit too slow. There's definitely, like, this deck is definitely giving up some power for a little bit of top-end consistency. Love a Skittering Cultivator, Shard, Warpsteel here. Take a Skittering Cultivator. Perfect. We'll play Warpsteel out here, actually. The Skittering Cultivator blocks better, but it encourages them to use removal, and I really don't want them to remove whatever I'm playing this turn. So, like, they're less likely to want to spend a piece of removal on a Warpsteel or a Depth Crawler here. And the next turn I just get to go, like, Skittering into Consult. The opponent's Cosmic. They've got the Cosmic Plinth here. It's a little spinning around there means. This card out. Gas back up to 7 in hand. Sure. Hopefully we're not going to be too slow on the draw here again. And again, like, if we're playing Uzu, like, we play Empress next turn and just, like, don't have to worry about their stuff. I should probably just play Uzu. Dreaming Fox is probably too cute. That's super annoying. Plays Commander P.R.O.M.P.T out. That's the Dreadlings attacks. Gives all of our troops better defense. Yeah, but, like, there's definitely higher quality weenies than some of these cards they're playing. There's actually a lot of 2-power, 1-cost diamond troops if you wanted to play a weenie style deck. Play my Empress. Start exhausting your nerds. Do I just use this? I feel like I do. Nah, they have a 2/4. Just wait a turn. That's a lot of Valors. That's a lot of Valors. And I have 7 Valors in hand. Go ahead and consult here, see what we get. That's a whole lot of poop. Alright, let's exhaust this. Sweet. Alright, am I just copycatting this Empress of Ice? Yeah, copycat Commander P.R.O.M.P.T. I guess Empress lets me exhaust 2 things next turn. That's probably better. Gives me a backup on this too, which is what's actually winning us the game. Yes, we do. We do in fact have dreadlings for this. Actually, I kind of sequenced it correctly here, right? Like if I was going to do all these things, I should have known I could hit a Copycat or another Empress and should have waited to play my threshold out. So one more of their things should be exhausted right now. If I'd have sequenced my stuff correctly. Elder has Hope Gem. It's just a 3/4. I guess it's objectively correct to just exhaust this. There's quite a bit of merit to just like exhausting their steadfast troop, right? Probably true. Reality, if I sequence correctly, I should have been able to exhaust 2 things here. But I'm an idiot, so. So, cycle this coin, ready my Skittering Cultivator, jump with one of the dreadlings that gets produced here. I concur. The Ardent Gem is definitely best. Let's exhaust that, exhaust that. Go ahead and champ power. Draw some cards here. Wouldn't mind another Commander P.R.O.M.P.T, Copycat, Tribunal Magistrate, something to make our dreadlings scarier. Go ahead and activate the dreadlings on here. Attack for 9. Seems fine. Yeah, the Fox is fine here. I mean, like, any game's like, anytime you make it past, like, turn 6, Fox is just, like, excellent, right? Like, if you've played traditional Empress before, like, your champion power just, like, has diminishing returns except for, like, locking them a turn early. You're returning Moonrise Elder to our hand here. Yep. Generate some more Valors next turn. Next turn I could exhaust some more things, make sets of dreadlings, and then probably pound for lethal. Treacherous Pass would actually be a pretty excellent draw, because we could diddle, rediddle, undiddle, rediddle, undiddle, rediddle our Skittering Cultivator and just like make a ton of dreadlings here. Draw Treacherous Pass so we can play Hey Diddle Diddle. Apologies for the sniffling and the minimal talking. Still at the tail end of a sickness. Sure. Where am I Treacherous Pass at? There it is! Alright, everyone ready to see Treacherous Pass go insane? This is gonna be sweet. This is gonna be real sweet. Because I didn't think about it. That's fine. They're dead anyways. No, my child brought home the plague from preschool. Let's exhaust 2 more of their guys. Diddle this guy again. Hey, diddle. Oh, the dreadly fiddle. Do 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 do. All right. They don't seem like they have a lot of removal. We're gonna cut the Shrouds, bring in the Frostbites. Is this a Transmogrifade matchup? I don't know that it is. Not something to drink? Yeah. Okay. Let Dad finish reserving, and then he'll run upstairs and get you something to drink. How to rank the cycling coins? Probably Blood, Ruby, Diamond, Sapphire, Wild. I think Xbox probably better than Pass, regardless of what just happened in the last game. Be right back when I'm gonna grab Jake something to drink. Mog for the Magistrate? Maybe. I mean, the Magistrate was annoying, but like it didn't really affect the game. Santa's poop! We're on the draw! We've got an Arcane Focus! Santa's great! What? Okay. Oh, jeez. Things are not going as planned. Things are not going as planned. Oh, thank God. That's not a resource. Good news. We're going to be able to activate Champion Power on turn 7, most likely. Man, mono royal hall verbs. Oh! This affects cards in all zones. This lets you Bishop Ardent Crusaders back to your hand. This is actually kind of sweet. We're right on time, Skittering Cultivator. There's a lot of little neat synergies in Hex. A lot of little neat synergies. It's a rude opponent. Wanted to block. Yeah, but it like also took 2 power off the table, so like 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other. We're kind of getting beat down here. Okay. 2-drop. Consult the Talon. It's exactly like a 2-drop, right? The good news is we can cycle this coin at least. Sure. Oh, look, I can trade with their thing now. This is probably much worse for us. Let's draw a card here before we decide if we're blocking. We're probably obligated to block, right? Didn't 2 if we don't. God, I'm so confused. They get to void. Sure. So he goes away. He's gonna come back now. So we might have flooded and died here. Oh, for the Elder. That's adorable. It's a lot of Valors. Just draw a resource, please. Sure. Also works. Get at least 2 more draws now. So as they draw Moonrise Elder, we technically die, but... Just draw Commander Prompt. Anything. Not 2 resources, please. Or it should be like 2 consults. Deal. Oh, huh. So I think the play to win line here is grab this and then consult this turn. I suppose I could technically leave a blocker here too. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna activate this and leave a blocker. Sweet. Can trade with their Valiant Escort. Howdy, Greedy. trading here. They can chant power, but whatever, they're gonna have to chant power or something at some point. Maybe they can draw a 5th resource. It'd be so good for us if they drew a 5th resource. It's like unbelievably good. Seriously. Seriously. Alright, can we draw Commander P.R.O.M.P.T, please? Commander P.R.O.M.P.T. Now I have to chump. Oh, that was a mistake. Could have played Empress out first. I have to chump block with this Empress now, though. This reverts it too, right? Oh, fuck. Alright, I believe we're dead now. I can technically draw. Okay, I mean, that means we're technically not dead, but I did mean to exhaust all of my things there. If I'd have clicked on everything properly there, I'd have been able to champion power and play my... Like I said, I've been at 4 resources, I've been able to Oracle Song last turn, too. I don't know about gas. It buys us 1 turn, because, like, they're going to get to Hope on the horizon and void this, which puts it... Which reverts it and then puts it back into play. So you get some redraws, I guess. It'd feel better if I would have gotten to use my champion power already. Right, that probably locks it up. Like, if we'd have been able to draw Empress plus Commander P.R.O.M.P.T, we still would have been dead to the second Ardent Crusader. We were on the draw this game. We flooded out a little bit at the start, and, like, Hope on the Horizon's kind of a beating. Oh, they're not. Okay. I mean, like, if we draw an Empress now, we can still technically be in this game. Because they didn't. They should have avoided both their Ardent Crusaders. They could beat an Empress. Okay. I mean, yeah, we're dead, right? Let's take a game on the play here. The Empress wasn't useless. The Empress gives us another turn. You get to play Empress and then play a Shard and exhaust the one, and then you can block the other one. So. I mean, like, any of our hands look bad if they just, like, have 3 shards on top of the deck. Stands great with a couple more resources. Now that we complained about flooding and dying, this is when we stumble and die, right? Yeah, we need a P.R.O.M.P.T plus an Empress at some point. That way we could block their flying troops. Like this. P.R.O.M.P.T and Empress. 2 non-shards incoming. God bless. No, I didn't take out Transmog. I think it's still fine. We can, like, Transmog their guy as it's attacking and then make a profitable block on it. So, like, it's still our best source of, like, pseudo-removal, right? Come on, just, like, shards for the next 3 turns. Alright, it could be anything. Give a shard. Alright, huh. How greedy am I? Very greedy? Very greedy. Alright, I'm glad we covered the how greedy am I discussion. We're gonna take the consult here as opposed to the resource, because next turn this will diligence, and then we'll get to mobilize the consult off of it. Sure. You judge me, Matt, man. I can feel the judgment. I can feel the judgment coming through the internet. So, like, if we take the shard there, like, we're pretty likely to miss our shard drop the following turn. So, like, if we're gonna miss a shard drop either this turn or next turn, why not just make it next turn and, like, have drawn extra cards? Like, I think we're statistically likely to miss a shard drop there. Moonrise Elder. Yeah, that's fine. I have some Valors. I think I'm just going to transmog this, be resource efficient. What a ghost. What a ghost. We're done. Alright. I don't know if I feel like playing anymore. It's kind of miserable. Yeah, I think I'm done. I don't really feel that well, and that was pretty miserable, so I'm going to take off. Peace, folks. I'll be back on this weekend at some point if I'm feeling better, so I'll catch you all around.